Hello and welcome to Seasonal Job Pro. On this channel, we talk about everything and anything that has to do with seasonal employment. Today, we're going to answer some of the questions that have plagued humankind for over 1,000 years. 1. What is a seasonal job? And 2. What are the benefits to working a seasonal job? As in, why should you work a seasonal job? So, let's get to work. Now, while the word seasonal tends to bring up images of a fat man giving away gifts, or another holiday where the gifts are typically more disappointing, we're not really going to refer to those today. While there does tend to be seasonal employment around the holidays, we're not going to cover that too much. At least not today. And whether your favorite is McCormick's or Lowry's or my personal favorite, Chef Greg's, we will not be talking about seasonal jobs. That is reading things wrong. So then, what is a seasonal job? Well, seasonal jobs are typically short-term or fixed-term positions, most often in the tourism and hospitality industry, and are usually based around a season, whether it being summer or winter. They're not relegated to just those seasons. In fact, many winter jobs start in the fall and finish in the spring, and many summer jobs might start in the spring and finish in the fall. And that's largely because many of the companies that offer these positions are themselves seasonal. So when we think about a winter job, we're thinking perhaps on a ski mountain somewhere in Colorado that is only operating during the winter season when there is snow on the mountains. Or perhaps a fishing job in Alaska that is based around the specific fishing season. Another distinctive feature to seasonal employment is that these jobs are often in either remote or typically amazing places. A lot of national parks. So if you think Yellowstone, Yosemite, the Grand Canyon, and a lot of these places do operate only seasonally, or they have a specific peak season to their tourism where they need the staffing. And a lot of these national parks are closed part of the year anyway, so they don't need any staff. Okay, so what kind of jobs are there in this industry, this seasonal industry? Well, let's get into that. There are retail jobs, for one. Retail, what is a retail job? If you've ever gone into a store and bought a t-shirt or a cup of coffee, the person that made that transaction for you is a retail associate. So that is retail, and a lot of these companies that do operate seasonally are, in fact, retail-only stores. Or the retail is a leg or an extension of their company. Food service. There are always jobs in the restaurant industry, especially in these seasonal companies. Whether you'd like to work as a busboy or a server or a bartender, or perhaps you are back of the house, you are a chef or a line cook. These are some of the positions that are in the highest demand by these companies that offer these seasonal positions. Guiding jobs. Now, my personal favorite are guiding jobs. If you are somebody who is good with people and you like to do fun stuff, a guiding job is probably something that you might really enjoy. Different types of guiding include horseback tour guiding. So if you're a wrangler, if you work with horses, or fishing guides, if you want to spend your summer fly fishing, taking other people out and fly fishing, there are always jobs seasonally for that. Camping guides, there are indeed sometimes jobs for people who want to just take other people out camping. Rafting guides, we'll get into rafting guides later, but there's always rafting guide jobs. Kayak guides. So guiding jobs are typically leading groups of people on some sort of adventure, whether it is walking on a glacier or leading a pack of sled dogs on a glacier. I don't know why I kept going back to glacier there. But guide jobs are something that could be really fun for a season. And of course, there are often positions in the hotel industry. So whether it is at a front desk of a hotel, or maintenance, or gardening, or perhaps a lifeguard at the hotel pool, I don't recall ever seeing a lifeguard at a hotel pool. So that's just a quick intro into some of the possibilities for summer jobs, and we're going to get deeper into those later on down the line in this channel. But the other thing we wanted to cover today was, why do you want one of these jobs anyway? Well, first and foremost, money. Everybody likes money. So you're probably a human being that wasn't born with lots of money, and you need to have a job. Seasonal employment really gives you that chance to know exactly when your job's going to start and when your closing date is. And oftentimes, depending on the position and the state that you're working in, you can make a pretty good chunk of change throughout that season. Oftentimes, these companies offer housing, whether it is free or at a discounted rate. And that means you can really spend a lot of your season saving the money, unless you're in a place where you go out every night and spend all that money that you make every day. And of course, being in the hospitality industry, there's a good opportunity to make a lot of tips over the season as well. So money's a big one. And if you don't make a lot of money, there's a good chance that you might make a lot of friends. A lot of seasonal workers sometimes say that they might have made a lot of money over the season, but what they made the most of were friends. Another great reason to get into a seasonal position is perhaps you're looking for a change. And seasonal jobs are a great way to get your foot in the door for a new industry. So if you've been working in a lovely cubicle for the past 15 years and you've decided, you know what, I want to do something different, but I don't have this skill set. Seasonal positions are a good way to learn some new skills and find out if that's something that you really want to do. And of course, one of the other reasons is adventure. Working one of these seasonal jobs, like I mentioned before, you might be working in Yellowstone National Park, or perhaps in Alaska, or in the Everglades. And these jobs will give you the time during your time off to go explore these amazing places. Places you may have never decided to go to before you got a job there. And that is by no means everything. That is just the tip of the iceberg. There are management jobs, IT jobs, photography jobs, so many other things that we're going to get into on this channel. We're going to get into where to find these jobs and when to apply for them, how much money you can make. We're even going to cover some of the places that are considered some of the best companies to work for and some of the companies that are quite famously not so great to work for. So stick around. There's a lot more to come on Seasonal Job Pro. If you like what you're hearing and seeing, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button and obviously hit the subscribe button. And if you have ever worked a seasonal job, leave it in the comments below. I'd love to hear your experience in the seasonal industry. So thanks again, and stay tuned. We will try and bring you all the information to help you become a seasonal job pro.